I'm here at Elston Electric in Chicago. This is a brand new arcade that just opened up next to the salt shed. It's got 19 pinball machines, a full bar, plus tons of arcade games. And finding an arcade like this is easier than you think. Open up your map and search for pinball. You may be surprised by the number of results. Look for places that have pictures with lots of different pinball machines. The more the better. Generally speaking, the more pinball machines a location has, the more likely they are to be in great shape, with dedicated technicians and people on staff who know everything there is to know about pinball and can help you out with any questions you may have. Try visiting different locations around your city to play different games and get different experiences until you find a place where you feel at home. Another great resource is pinballmap.com. Here, users are the ones who submit the games on location, and they can leave notes about the status and features and even the pricing of the games to help you out. I recommend budgeting a couple of hours for your trip to the pinball arcade to give you enough time that you don't feel rushed and you really get to experience what pinball has to offer. To start a game of pinball, insert your coins, bills, or tap your card until the start button lights up. Then press the start button to serve the ball into play and start your game of pinball. Pinball machines can be played solo or with a group of friends. If playing a multiplayer game, press the start button the number of times corresponding to the players you have in your group. Pinball machines support up to 4-player games, with players taking turns between each player's ball until they've played all 3 balls plus any extra balls. Then, with the game started, pull back and release the plunger, or press the top button to launch the ball into play. Use your hands to press the left and right flipper buttons on the side of the pinball machine to control any left and right flippers. Pay attention because there may be more than just 2 flippers at the bottom of the game. And now you're playing pinball. Score high enough and your initials will be added to the game's leaderboard. This is not easy for beginner players though. Players can earn free games in a variety of ways, by breaking the replay score on the machine, or by matching and getting the trailing digit of your score to match with a randomly generated digit at the end of a game of pinball. Take advantage of these free games because every game of pinball is a unique challenge that has you on your toes. And you may see something in the pinball machine that you've never experienced before. Now, the goal when playing pinball is to have fun, but eventually all 3 balls are going to drain, either down the middle or out the out lanes, or sometimes even over the flippers entirely. Hey, the ball is wild and the laws of physics are all in play. But the cool thing is every pinball machine has its own unique set of rules. Learning these rules allow you to set goals, and when you accomplish these goals, it feels great. Let's look at Godzilla. In the middle of the pinball machine, there's a giant building. As I shoot up the middle, the lights in the center get more and more red. Eventually, the building is completely damaged, and I can lock a ball by shooting through the building. This places it on the roof, and when I get 3 balls on the roof of the building, it collapses, sending me into multi-ball. Multi-ball is a great starting goal for any player getting into pinball. Learn the rules and figure out where the multi-ball starts. Then see if you can accomplish it in a 3-ball game. Once that starts to feel easy, find more and more difficult objectives to challenge yourself. There are 3 main skills to learn if you want to get good at pinball. The first is flipping. Flipping is all about timing. As the ball travels down the flipper, flipping later will send the ball more toward the opposite side of the playfield, while flipping earlier sends it more toward the near side of the playfield. Use this knowledge to aim at particular features to gain more control of the events that happen in your game of pinball. The second skill to learn is catching. It's a lot easier to control your shots when you have the ball cradled between a raised flipper and the in-lane guide. This gives you a consistent starting point and timing point so that when you flip the flipper, you'll know where the ball's going to go. A moving or bouncing ball is much harder to aim due to all the momentum it has moving in other directions. And the third skill is nudging. Use your body to move and manipulate the game and bounce the ball strategically to give you more control. This is allowed, but do it too much and that causes a tilt. So finding a good balance between gentle and aggressive nudges is key in order to get the ball to bounce where you want it to go, and avoid going down the middle or out the out lanes. One of the best ways to get involved in pinball is by joining pinball tournaments and leagues. Most pinball locations will have flyers advertising these events at their locations. Or you can look online on sites like Facebook or ifpapinball.com to find pinball events near you. These are always beginner friendly. Most utilize a match play format where players don't have to choose the game, their group members, or the order they play in. They just show up, play their game, and at the end record their scores to see where you land in the tournament. And if you get lucky, maybe you'll make the finals and win some cool prizes. This is also a great way to meet people who are interested in pinball to help you on your pinball journey. You can improve your skills, learn about all the games, and find like-minded people who love the hobby as much as you do. You may want to travel to a pinball show where there will be hundreds of pinball machines on free play, plus lots of exciting gaming events. These events have something for everyone, whether you're just interested in playing or you want to visit some seminars or compete in some high-level tournaments. Plus, you'll be surrounded by pinball enthusiasts, and it's a great way to get more information about the hobby. One of the main questions I get when I tell people I'm into pinball is, how much do pinball machines cost? And while you don't need to own pinball machines to enjoy pinball as a hobby, and in fact, I really recommend just playing on location because it's much cheaper overall, brand new pinball machines will cost anywhere from $7,000 to $15,000. Now, if you don't have that kind of dough, there is a much more affordable option in collecting used pinball machines. You can find local listings on sites like pinside.com, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and Craigslist. Now, buying a new or used pinball machine can be very intimidating at first, but most people will warn you. These games tend to multiply. Once people get comfortable navigating the new and used game markets, it's easy to find fellow pinball enthusiasts to trade and sell games to and buy more of your own. Plus, owning pinball machines can really help you learn about things like maintenance and electronics to diagnose and repair the small maintenance issues that may come up. After all, there is a steel ball flying around a pinball machine and things are bound to get knocked loose a bit as you play. But don't worry, there are resources online for every type of pinball repair and an enthusiastic community who want to help other people learn how to take care of their games. And that's pretty much everything you need to know to get started with pinball. It is a huge hobby with almost 100 years of history. It's unique, it's skillful, but most of all, it's a lot of fun. So thank you so much for watching. Get out there and play pinball. Subscribe to my channel to see even more pinball videos.